Sup, buddy? These world I got a reaction. I'm about to react. Another Jesse Lee Peterson. Alright, man. So, I've been watching with Candace Owens, and right there, Fashion Fit, and then she was inside the other one before that. There's other ones from her Fresh and Fit, but I'm gonna go back to Jesse Lee Peterson because Jesse Lee Peterson, that's like the OG. That is the OOOG. Alright, so hit me on just watch it and hit me on the comments too, man. Alright, y'all ready? Let's go.
Whole bunch of fancy words that has no meaning. I think that good actions speak louder than words. And
Absolutely.
What should be happening, rather than you guys carrying on like this, running up and down and complaining, why don't you start building and encourage black people to stop destroying and let the world see that there's more to them than complaining about what somebody else is or not doing. And that's the role of the men. That's the role of the men, is to do rather than to just use a lot of fancy words. All you're doing is use a lot of fancy words.
You're talking about right
I'm talking
now,
to you.
Jesse.
You said a whole bunch of stuff and nobody know what you mean about it.
You must be talking about those other groups, because I said it once before. You must didn't hear me.
Where are you building homes?
People to unify. We are telling people to practice group economics.
Where are you building homes?
More gun sales in the last 3 months.
Where are you doing this? You're saying it. Where is it happening?
We've done more in 3 months.
Where?
Some people in the civil rights.
Oh, now it's time for it to go a little bit hot. Now it's going heated. The heat's on it.
Where are you doing this? You're saying it. Where is it happening?
We've done more in 3 months.
Where?
Some people in the civil rights movement did in the entire movement.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Where are you
Look across
building?
the country. Statistics have shown that ever since we started the campaign, which began in Brunswick, since you didn't ask, which began in Brunswick with Ahmaud Arbery, ever since we started our campaign, gun sales and gun classes and gun certifications amongst black people are up 52%. That's something that's never been done
before. The last thing black people need right now is a gun. They
are inspired by the sight of watching, as you said, and I have to agree with you, when I see black people that are unorganized, that are a mob that's just complaining and don't have any plan, I'm right along with you. That is not what we're a part of. That's one of the reasons we came forward, just as you said, to be organized, to have a roadmap, to inspire, to educate, and then to be able to defend in the need that we have. If you notice, we've broken no laws. We've not killed one person. Not one person has been arrested.
Wait, what the, bro? What the hell is this doing?
No property. We've done.
My bad. I'm gonna go back a little more.
No property.
My bad. I'm gonna go back a little more. Here we go.
We've broken no laws. We've not killed one person. Not one person has been arrested.
Okay. Here we go.
No property. We've done none of those things that these other people have done. We have presented a very sensible, logical, as you say, organized institution that has embraced everything that you said and have put those things out. But since we've only been on the stage in 3 months, even though in those 3 months we've built an international coalition and have gotten endorsements from other agencies around the globe, because we're doing just what you said. You see, we're the ones who are trying to do just what you said. We're trying to bring back the things you just talked about. But we've only been in existence 3 months. And in those 3 months, what have we done? We've done more to motivate, unify the black people in this country, and I can show you all the receipts you need. But if I don't know where you're looking, but by the way you started off this conversation, you haven't looked in the right place because you didn't even do your research on the NFAC.
Let me ask, as a man, and I find it really odd as a male, because I didn't grow up seeing this. It's odd to me to see black men begging for reparation and crying about systemic racism or blaming white people for their downfall. Normally, men overcome situations and the women and children follow. But the black men are acting just like the black women, and they're acting like the white man is smarter than them, that the white man can do better than them. So by complaining and blaming, you're hurting yourself rather than coming together as an American people.
I'm going to stop you right now because I'm going to say this one more time.
I mean, the way I was raised, though, too, if somebody doesn't like you, you just don't have a conversation with them. Don't talk to them. Don't get emotional like that. Just push and move on and do something else. If a person don't like it, like F them then. Do your own thing. But I understand what he's saying, man, because my grandpa and everything used to always tell me, like, oh, the person don't like you. Who cares? People always don't like you. Just keep doing everything you have to be the best way you can. So, yeah, I agree with that, man. That's crazy.
It's not attractive to see men complain like that.
I'm going to do this one more time for you, and if you don't get this, we can end this interview.
Oh,
you're not listening.
Done.
You keep saying the same thing over again, and I don't go in circles.
Do you feel normal? Does it feel right to be complaining?
No one's blaming.
You complain about systemic racism and you want reparations.
We're not begging for reparations.
You do want reparations.
What the steps are to get reparations. The steps to get reparations, and I've taught on this. You can't pay reparations to a color. You can only pay reparations to a country. I've already taught on this, that black people in this country need to stop asking for something that can't be paid to them in their current state. I've taught on this. I've told them that once you decide to declare yourself a sovereign, liberated country, then you can petition for reparations. So I'm not begging. We haven't begged for a damn thing because we haven't even taken the first step to put us in a position for black people to get reparations. So no one's begging. Additionally, there's been no downfall here. You've seen the NFAC. We're fully equipped. We're well dressed.
That's what throws me off. If you guys can dress up like that,
veterans of this country, we are all people. We're not the people in the streets that you're talking about. We're the actual responsible homeowners, gun owners, and voters that got together under the Constitution and formed a militia to address what we saw happening to our communities.
So
we're not complaining. We're not asking for anything. The people you're talking about are the people you see protesting in the streets right now. We don't protest. The people you're talking about are the ones out destroying, like Antifa and Black Lives Matter. We don't do that. The ones you're talking about are the ones who are running up on politicians but who never vote. You're not talking about us. We're the other side. I'm just like you, my friend. I'm almost 60 years old. I'm not a child at this, and I've been around this world for quite a few times.
But what you missing? Hold on.
We're not asking. We're not begging.
Hey man, he does have some fire though. He's passionate, but hey,
actually taking the steps under the law that we can to move ourselves into a position to get the things that we can get for ourselves, even if it means going somewhere else to establish our own ethno nation, not here in the United States, but somewhere else where we've had a conversation with two countries willing to grant us sovereign land to grow our own country. That's our mission. Our mission is not to ask the white man for anything.
If you can't do it here, you won't be able to do it anywhere. Because there are no other country that's greater than America. But what I just want to say, when you're crying systemic racism and this and that and the white man this, you're feeding you're deceiving the people rather than helping them. But what I want to ask you. You guys are complaining about George Floyd and these black people who are getting killed or hurt by cops. You're not encouraging these people when the cops stop you. Follow the instructions. Don't run. Don't attack the cops. These people are putting their own lives on the line. But I never hear you people say that. You guys blame the cops.
First of all,
but you don't
I'm going to say
blame.
this one last time. I don't know who your producers are, but if you call me you people one more time,
I know
you and I will have this conversation in person. I'm not you people.
Damn, that was. Oh, I knew that was gonna push that dude right there on his button right there. He's gonna like hit him with it, and he did. Okay, two things I'm gonna say right now. Okay, like to me, when I was younger, my grandpa, because my grandpa, he's Mexican, Filipino, both of my grandma and grandpa, and I was raised with them. I mean, my mom was there, of course, she did everything she did, but as young, I was with my grandma and grandpa's half the time, my mom's at work and everything. And my grandpa used to tell me, especially as a teenager, if something happened with the cops in the car or anything, do not run, keep your hands right there so they can see, and anything like that, how everybody else say that. So all that kind of stuff, it's just like, if you're gonna run, you're gonna make it worse. So like the George Floyd right there, you see him, he he don't want to go inside because he said that he can't. He said that I don't know, he had COVID or whatever, but it doesn't matter with that. Okay, so from that kind of when he's saying that kind of way, like to me, if it was me that happened to George Floyd, right, I wouldn't be in the news about for my stuff though, and I'm just gonna be real. That's to be honest though. Now number two, another one I'm saying right now, right. This is maybe not even a year after George Floyd. It was into my town. It was a teenager. He was next to a in high school, but it was after high school and stuff. It was around 3-4 p.m. and this guy was driving right next to the high school around 65 or something. And it's only going around 30, 35 or whatever right there. And the cops found him. He's driving. It's like a young black kid. Well, he's probably about, I think he was 16, 17. And so the cops came over and trying to, stop him. But then he just keep driving more. And he was driving up to about like 80, I guess, 70. I don't know. He was just going crazy. And cops, he was just start having like a high speed chase. He started having a high speed chase. And the cops, whatever. And he just he flipped his car because it's all bad. He flipped his car. And the cops got there, and then he totaled his car, but he jumped out the car, and then he started running. And the cops got him, and they resist arrest. I mean, they got him, put on handcuffs and everything. And I remember right there in my town, a lot of people come over there like, "Oh man, police brutality," and then his parents were saying, "Oh, he's the cops are just doing because he's black." Like, what you mean? He was driving like 60, 70 right there when he's supposed to go 30, 35. And then they want to come stop him, and he wants to keep He want to keep just going, and then he freaking flipped his car, and then he started running after. Like, what the hell? It's like dumber and dumbest some stuff right there. You just made it worse and worse. That's what my grandpa told me. If you're just gonna do that, you're gonna make it worse, and he made it worse. And then they're trying to say all that kind of stuff. Oh, look, you gotta feel bad, something about this. Like, man, this dude had a Mercedes, a teenager with a Mercedes. It's like, man, you have to be rich right there. You're gonna just trying to have the little race, little hustler and stuff with that, man. So that was crazy when that happened. It was like not even an hour before George Floyd thing. So that was crazy, man. Well, hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think about this. When them people were him, I said them people. I can't say people with them. Remember, you got hella mad for that. All right, but I would say. You have to know right from wrong easily, if the cop, you'll be a cop that might be an asshole, but at the same time, you gotta just chill. You can't just argue back because you make it worse, man. That's what I was raised. Just take the ticket and beat it in court. That's what my grandpa told me. And that's why when I have people that when I'm kicking with some people and they want to argue after when they got a ticket, I'm like, dude, shut up. Just let it go. They're going to give you a ticket anyways, man. What are you going to do? You're gonna argue right now, make it worse? You might get resist arrest or something right there just because of that. Stop it, man. Well, I'm just because okay, I agree with you, but you're just arguing crazy right now and you're going to make it all worse. Like, bro, they're going to take your car too when you do it. They're going to let me drive your car, man. They're like, oh, it says that song, but yeah, crazy. Well, hit me in the comments, man. Tell me what you think right now. Do you agree with Jesse Lee Peterson? Do you agree with the other guy or what? Hit me in the comments, man. This is going to be very interesting. Like, subscribe, show love. All right, peace.